Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Debuting on September 10, 1990, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cut its specialty as a champion series. Continuing in the strides of The Cosby Show, the show depicted an upper-working-class dark family inviting their hip relative from West Philadelphia, drawing motivation from the genuine encounters of music director Benny Medina as he made the progress from the Watts area in California to the richness of Beverly Slopes. The NBC must-see television setup saw The New Ruler become a moment hit, gracing evaluates for 6 seasons. Will Smith assumed the job of a fictionalized rendition of himself, exploring the difficulties of being completely out of place as he lived with his prosperous family members, the Banks family. Every week, watchers enthusiastically fixed on witnessing the flighty capers that unfurled inside the Banks family. Quite Joseph Marcel's depiction of Geoffrey the head servant added a great layer of mockery and clever rebounds that charmed him to crowds. Marcel's flawless exhibition traversed each of the 148 episodes, hardening Geoffrey as perhaps the most darling person on the show. Despite the fact that The New Ruler finished up its run quite a while back, fans proceeded to affectionately state the vital lines conveyed by Joseph Marcel as Geoffrey, regardless of Marcel's generally lower profile lately and his depiction of the snide head servant stays scratched in the hearts of watchers as an exemplary Geoffrey's inheritance gets through by guaranteeing that Joseph Marcel's commitment to the show is unforgotten and celebrated by ages of fans. Joseph Marcel, with a praiseworthy total assets of $3 million, has a captivating excursion that starts on the Caribbean island of St. Lucia, where he was brought into the world on August 18, 1948. At the youthful age of 5, Marcel, close by his family, set out on an excursion to Britain, making way for a day-to-day existence loaded up with assorted encounters. Prior to drenching himself in the realm of acting, Marcel at first sought after an alternate way, concentrating on electrical designing in school eminently. He even filled in as a circuit tester's collaborator at the regarded Buckingham Royal Residence, displaying his flexibility and early openness to different expert domains. Anyway, it was a fortunate experience during an easygoing outing with companions that would modify the direction of Marcel's vocation. A sign promoting an American organization's presentation grabbed his eye, driving him to observe the play Dark New World in Amish theaters. This urgent second lighted his energy for acting, and from there on out, Marcel was unfaltering in his quest for a profession on the stage. Joseph Marcel's excursion into the famous sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was the climax of his broad 18-year acting profession when the call came for him to present a tape for the new show, featuring Will Smith and James Avery. Marcel's abundance of involvement said a lot anyway. An earlier obligation to a phase play at first postponed his excursion to Los Angeles, yet when the play closed, Marcel advanced toward the U.S., where the whole cast and group were at that point acquainted with his great collection of work. After arriving in Los Angeles, Marcel ended up in a hurricane of presentations he reviewed. I showed up at my inn, and my telephone recently began ringing. Everyone knew what my identity was, and I didn't know anyone. The principal individual I met was really James Avery. Afterward, I went higher up to meet Will and every one of the makers and Debbie Allen, who coordinated the main episode. I was in wonder of every one of the notable individuals after the cast recorded the pilot. Marcel got back to Europe for a broadcast play. The defining moment came when NBC requested a full-time run of The New Sovereign of Bel-Air. All through the series, Marcel's depiction of Geoffrey, the head servant, turned into a dearest installation, offering exemplary clapbacks and side remarks to the Banks family, all mixed with a funny bone and friendship, pondering this extraordinary open door. Marcel communicated that it was an astonishing opportunity to work with a dominatingly African-American pool of abilities. I had no clue about what might occur, or that I would, in any case, be totally finished. The roads today by individuals calling me Geoffrey, encountering division from my family during the shooting of The New Ruler of Bel-Air brought snapshots of depression. In spite of the difficulties, we decided not to approach ourselves totally from the UK, bringing about a one-of-a-kind dynamic where we turned into a part-time family. The phone bills took off as we explored the distance. Little did Joseph Marcel realize that the show would achieve the colossal achievement it did when he at first endorsed on the sitcom debuts at 8:00 p.m. on a Monday night. Explicitly on September 10th, 1991, eminently Monday evenings were customarily overwhelmed by American football communicates, making it a strange schedule opening for another show. The choice to air against the football peculiarity was striking, and at First, there were vulnerabilities. It blew some minds as watchers, ordinarily stuck to Monday Night Football, were attracted to the new sovereign of Bel-Air. The remarkable achievement turned into a peculiarity, testing the standard that Rhodes would adhere exclusively to football programming on Monday evenings in the American diversion scene. Nothing gathers consideration like achievement, and the new ruler of Bella turned into a vital piece of TV history following the show's decision in 1996. Marcel got back to his most memorable love theater in the UK. Regardless of this, he kept a double presence, gracing both English and American stages. In a clever reflection, he noticed that while screen roles might offer more prominent monetary prizes, the stage is where the spirit genuinely flourishes. Requests a supported responsibility over months, requiring acclamation to the chief's vision and the aggregate disclosures of individual entertainers. The powerful collaboration with the crowd reinvigorates the play, cultivating a steadily developing encounter morals on camera adventures after new. Print displayed his flexibility, from visitor appearances on shows like Residing Single in 1997 to an extraordinary episode of In the House Close By. Previous co-stars Alfonso Ribeiro, James Avery, and Daphne Reid in 1998. His presence kept on resounding in 2003. He got a repetitive job on The Strong and the Delightful, adding to nearly 25 episodes prior to getting back to the UK to continue his dramatic interests. Family-wise, Blemish Deal's responsibility stays resolutely wedded to his significant other Joy, starting around 1995. They share a little girl. While from a past marriage, he has a child consistent with his dramatic roots. Marcel holds participation in the Imperial Shakespeare Organization and serves on the leading body of the worldwide venue Essential Stage Jobs. For example, much promotion did about nothing in 2011 and depicting Lord Lear in 2013 grandstand his perseverance through enthusiasm for the live exhibition expressions. TV Adventures, remembering a visitor job for the English wrongdoing dramatization Demise in Heaven in 2014 further outlined his different abilities. Even in the current day, Marcel keeps on being perceived for his famous job on The New Sovereign. A club experience clearly caught the persevering effect of the show, with 280 individuals ascending as one to present the extraordinary signature tune, certifying its status as a generational legend. Joseph Marcel has kept up with getting through associations with his new sovereign co-star, both on screen and, all things considered, the year 2013 denoted an impactful get-together because of the lamentable passing of co-star James Avery. Marcel, along with other castmates, met up to think back and honor their late partner in 2014, and he took to Twitter to share an inspiring photograph highlighting himself. Karen Parsons and Tatiana Ali communicating support for Alfonso Ribeiro during his stretch on Hitting the Dance Floor with the Stars. The year 2017 saw one more get-together as Marcel made a visitor appearance in the Lifetime occasion film Wrapped Up for Christmas, rejoining with Tina Ali anyway. His latest screen role came in 2018 with the arrival of The Kid Who Outfitted the Breeze, a Netflix dramatization featuring Chuel Edio. For this obvious Marcel's revisitation of the screen, after a break beginning around 2014 in the domain of hypothesis gossipy tidbits about a potential new Prince reboot have circled since the show's unique decision ever in 2019. Both Alfonso Ribeiro and Karen Parsons, previous cast individuals, excused the chance of a reboot. They referred to the sad loss of James Rye as a critical element, stressing the difficulties of resuscitating the notable series without the basic presence of their late co-star. Quick forward to the furthest limit of 2023, we see him carrying on with a truly agreeable life in his own home in London. We welcome you to investigate now. Chateau in London, settled in the core of Nunhead, London, lies the valued habitation of Joseph Marcel, a spot that fills in as his home as well as holds the nostalgic appeal of being his old neighborhood. This Rias dwelling standing tall since his life as a youngster, he traverses a comfortable 792 square feet, including 2 rooms and 1 restroom, past the simple aspects. This home is a demonstration of careful renewal embraced by the acclaimed modelers at Studio on the Rye, situated decisively inside the Nunhead protection region. The 2-room Victorian house has gone through a new change that flawlessly weds custom with innovation. The outside radiates exemplary Victorian appeal, disguising a contemporary inside overwhelmed with normal light from each possible point. The home is an amicable mix of the old and the new, an accolade for engineering artfulness, and a wonderful back nursery fills in as an outside desert garden enhanced with climbing roses. Plum, pear, and Macintosh trees past its stylish allure, This house remains an essential center contribution in the vicinity of the energetic neighborhoods of Peacham, Broccoli, and Nunhead. Marcel's home is something other than an actual space. It epitomizes the embodiment of a long-lasting association with the nearby area where he originally inhaled life. The combination of custom and advancement in Marcel's home reflects his own taste as well. Thanks for watching this video.